Let's talk the 68 Ventures Bowl. Let's go to Mobile, Alabama. Let's talk about basically a home game for South Alabama playing against Eastern Michigan, who's got I mean, they'll be flying, but it'd be otherwise literally what, an 18-hour drive, 20-hour drive for these guys. Kind of a long trip for these guys. Eastern Michigan missing some guys in their roster too. I believe Austin Smith is not going to be playing in this game. Micah Coleman, an edge, he's coming to Cincinnati. Alex Merritt's not playing. Zach Conti's not playing. He transferred to Southern Miss. And for South Alabama, right, you lose your biggest weapon on offense. Well, arguably
Mm.
biggest weapon in Colin Lacey. But, well, and LaDamian Webb is not playing either due to injury. And Carter Bradley might not be playing due to injury. But
What?
Gio Lopez is a
We love
stud.
him. We
Gio Lopez
love
is a
him.
stud. When I was watching him, now, of course, I was uh, a Troy guy, putting money on Troy when they were playing South Alabama. South Alabama was missing Carter Bradley. I'm like, Gio Lopez guy. I'm like, whatever. Turns out that kid kind of slings the rock a little bit. He extends plays. He's pretty talented. He's got a good arm. There were a couple drops by Colin Lacey that would have put him in a position to, potentially screw me out of some money. But I still really like Alabama or South Alabama. They're playing in Mobile. I know it's 16 and a half. 16 and a half is a huge line. That's a lot of points. But Eastern Michigan is not good. They're not good at all. Give me South Alabama to win. And I'll take the 16 and a half. I don't care. South Alabama is way better than the Eastern Michigan team. Way better. And there's a reason that this line's at 16 and a half, even with all of the injuries and the transfer portal stuff. No Colin Lacey, no LaDamian Webb, probably no Carter Bradley. And the line is still 16 and a half. Yeah, because there's a gigantic talent gap between these two teams. It's gigantic.
Yeah, I saw Eastern Michigan in person here, and with all due respect to them, they're not a really good football team. Samson Evans, I do like a ton. Um, very guy you can root for sure. There, I love the no gloves. I think he doesn't play with gloves, which is just awesome in 2023 to
Illinois,
find a running back
Illinois
like
high
that.
school, Illinois high school legend.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But yeah, you mentioned this is basically a home game. It's being played in their home stadium for South Alabama. Yes, the field will be painted a different color. The thing I'm wondering about is, are they going to be in their home locker room? Like, how does that work? It's not, is Eastern Michigan technically the home team? So they get the home lockers, or is South Alabama just going to be able to negotiate their way to keeping their
I've
lockers?
I have no idea how this is gonna work. I have no
D
idea.
don't really care either way. But yeah, if Bradley plays, awesome. But Gio Lopez has been there. You mentioned Joe Lopez just being a baller in his own right, but Desmond Trotter's looked good in his own right. Like when he's had his limited action there as a senior. The LaDamian Webb, I think that one hurts a little bit more than Colin Lacey. Just because of the way, you help a young quarterback get into it, or an inexperienced quarterback get into it with a really good running game. I do like Bullock, right? They're back up there, 5 yards of carry, 3 touchdowns. Not super, a chunk play, explosive kind of guy, but he can get it done for sure. Jamal Pritchard, though, look for him to have a big time game for South Alabama in the absence of Colin Lacey, right?
What about Braylon?
That should be
What
fun.
about Braylon McReynolds, the sophomore?
Yeah, yep, for sure.
Wouldn't be surprised if he got some action there.
I would love that for them there. But yeah, I'm gonna go. It's tough to swallow. Pause. It's tough to take 16 and a half points for South Alabama, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I just don't see how many um points that Eastern Michigan can put up. Right, even if Austin Smith doesn't play, right, the backup, it's kind of right. Like, and he's more of a run guy. Who knows what they can do there and if they can get creative for him.
Yeah,
But
Udengwu. Yeah, he's not good. He's not good at all.
yeah, and they got some guys in the trenches there on both sides of football, in the trench portal, going to some power schools there. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm South Alabama in a home game. That's what sucks for them though. Like, at least send them somewhere fun, have them go, sightsee and tour and do all the fun things you can do with a bowl game. Like, but I guess it's all business for them there, and I think that's how they like it.
I guess, but the other way to look at that, right, is what day is this game being played? Saturday, December 23rd. I mean, they get A lot of these guys are from Alabama. Like a lot of these guys are from Alabama. Like in-state talent. Some guy. I mean,
Yep.
Colin Lacey is like a Mobile guy. Obviously, he's not playing the game, but there's a lot of talent that comes from Alabama that goes to South Alabama. These guys get to home for Christmas Eve. You know,
Yeah. And their
so
families
that's
too can come up for them.
yeah. The families can come visit. I mean, I'm sure they got those tickets sorted out, and I don't know. I think kind of works both ways. Kind of works both ways. I think they're happy to be in a bowl game at 6-6. Now, I think they had higher aspirations for the season, given how good they were last season. The loss to Texas State that last week was tough. The loss to Central Michigan early in the season was beyond tough, beyond tough. And that was a game where South Alabama was favored by 16 and a half against a Max team who's not particularly that great. Uh,
Yeah.
but
Also, that was coming off a big win against Oklahoma State.
yeah, it could have been just a giant letdown spot. So I don't know. If Eastern Michigan ends up winning this game, touche, Danglu, touche.
The
But
thing is, in a lot of these games that they lost is like they were taken advantage of through the air, especially that last game with TJ Finley. And I don't see Austin Smith or Odengwo or whoever it's going to be, Cameron McCoy, being able to do that and expose them. And maybe they can backdoor cover. Maybe South Alabama just shortens the game and gets done. But I think Kane Womack is going to have ready to play, and they'll really get after it at their home stadium.